B-Dirt, no way. I just looked up Terry Bradshaw's stats. No way Kenny Anderson is in over Terry Bradshaw. No way. No way. No way.
Because he's got two more one more touchdown than interception.
But he got 4 chips on top of that.
He got drug across that finish line. If you fall at mile 15 of a 26.2 mile marathon and your defense picks you up and drags you across the finish line, you don't get any credit from me. That was the Steel Curtain, the best defense ever assembled that played together for darn near a decade. Probably the best draft class of all time. That was what won those championships. It didn't matter. You could have played quarterback for them.
No way.
As always, B, I'm always with you until I'm not with you. You're my partner. I love you. You're my brother. But the best defense ever assembled, that's debatable. That's
well.
Don't start it.
Listen, hold on. Let me preface it this way.
The 85 Bears had the best individual season
for a decade.
There you go.
That defense stayed together. There were defenses that had better seasons that burned hot, and then were on each side of that weren't the same defense. The Ravens are one, the Bears are one that were good outside of that, but didn't have a 4, 5, 6 year dominant stint. They
Tampa
had
Bay on that list too.
Good, yes, that's a good one too. But
best
they had
defense
dominant
for
ones
an
one
era.
year and then good. What's that?
The best defense for an era.
Steelers.
An era. There you go. Yeah.
All right.
Steelers.
And then you said best draft class ever. Debatable.
That is not debatable.
Stop. You know what?
It's the most all players ever drafted in one draft class, right?
One draft. It's like, was it 4 or 5 Hall of Fame?
Big cap.
Hey,
Big
what are you
cap
talking
early.
about? You're too young.
Big cap.
I'm gonna
Young.
just say Gale Sayers and Dick Bucks was drafted back to back.
Bro, they don't care nothing about them two dudes. Look how many dudes the Steelers got. Come on, man.
They're better. They're higher on the list than just being a Hall of Famer. They're goats.
Come on, man.
That's what I said.
Dick Buckus ain't no GOAT. Dick Buckus ain't no GOAT. Stop it.
I said what I
He
said.
ain't no GOAT. No way.
In the books.
Player. He ain't no GOAT. But
Mike
listen.
Mike Singletary, Urlacher's better than Buckus.
Facts. Dick Buckus, no.
You got 74. You got Lynn Swan. You got John Stallworth. You got Mike Webster. You got Donnie Shell. I feel like
Oh my God. Come on, stop it. The best draft class ever.
Hoffers. Hey, Hoffers.
Come on, man.
You see my new charm? See my new charm?
Yeah.
Hoffers. That's what they are.
This is how this conversation started. So we all look at him. We got the Michigan.
I didn't know it was Bucket Hat Day, man.
Yeah.
Come on now. You got to tell me.
Hey, listen. So with this, everybody agree with Pay's list to start out with the 3. Warren Moon, Ben Roethlisberger, and Lamar Jackson.
This is the Mount Rushmore of AFC North / Central quarterback.
Yeah,
everybody agree. We agree that them is the 3 so far. The debate is 4.
Hey, T. Riley, same draft.
Yep, same draft. But so the debate is 4. So we're saying the last guy is either Kenny Anderson, Terry Bradshaw, Boomer Esiason, Brian Sipe, or Bernie Kosar.
I'm not so sure about y'all list, man. I mean,
what?
Did anybody say Big Ben?
Yeah,
that was my 4.
Ben is
He's
locked.
one of the top 3, yeah.
Okay,
Ben is locked.
I think you
George Teston. Attaboy. He got it right.
What George say?
Kenny
Anderson.
Nah, man.
That's right.
Over Bradshaw?
Man, I think
Terry Bradshaw's the GOAT. Get out of here. That's crazy.
Over Kenny Anderson, I gotta go Steve McNair.
No way, Tay. No way.
No way. Yeah, the MVP. He took his team to a Super Bowl. What are you talking about?
So did Kenny Anderson. Next.
Facts. Big facts. Yeah, that gets a sign early. Big facts.
Duck Hodges number 1 by JJ 52 over here.
No, Duck. No. But
Bradshaw
so we got
has one more touchdown pass than interception. You cannot have that ratio and get on Mount Rushmore.
I mean, that ratio wasn't a bad ratio in the 70s, though.
but the
Come on, man.
the four chips put you over the top with that though, B. The 4 chips.
He didn't win those chips. The team did. He
made that pass to Starworth.
He threw a deep ball up for grabs, and Stallworth made a catch.
That's true.
Again, you guys are proving my points for me.
No. Terry Bradshaw got great Super Bowl stats. His Super Bowl stats ain't trash.
Who said that?
Me. I'm saying Terry Bradshaw got good Super Bowl stats.
No one said he didn't. You just made that up in your head. You hear voices?
I'm telling you straight up, Terry Bradshaw's Super Bowl stats is good. His Super Bowl stats are good. They're not trash at all. And he did it 4 times.
Who said they were trash?
What?
I said he was the reason why they won. The defense was the reason why they were there, and they got there.
Franco Harris immaculate reception.
Bradshaw.
I was in the playoffs. Go ahead, Tate.
AFC Championship game.
In 4 Super Bowls, Bradshaw passed for an impressive 932 yards and 9 touchdowns.
Come on,
in 19 postseason games.
How many interceptions?
0.
I don't know. Don't say the interceptions.
0. Bradshaw ain't got no picks in the Super Bowls. I'm about to double check it. 0.
You said impressive 932 yards and 4 Super Bowls.
Back in the 70s?
In the 70s.
1,000 yards.
I was just doing math. I wanted to make sure I heard that number correctly.
Yeah.
I know I gotta calibrate my expectations for the era. Yes, but I just want to make sure I heard the number correctly.
I bet that's more than Troy Aikman got in the Super Bowl average.
Yeah, Troy Aikman's not a stat guy either.
Right. Exactly. Not a stat guy.
Man, go ahead. But to put Kenny Anderson over Troy Aikman is I'm not riding with that one.
Bradshaw's got 4 interceptions in 4 games in 4 Super Bowl games. He's got 3 in 1 game in 1980.
That was against the Rams, so he had a bad game, but he still
they drug his corpse across the finish line and won the Super Bowl.
Not more so than the Broncos did Peyton Manning back in 2016.
He had 309 yards and 3 picks. He had the 78 season, 79 Super Bowl was his one good game. 318 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 pick.
He killed them.
That was unheard of back then.
Yeah, 300 yards.
Yeah, it's a great game. But his first one, he had 96-yard passing. Second one, he had 209. And then he had 1 good one. He had a lot of yards in the last one, but he threw 3 picks.
Bradshaw got to go in over. B, you got to give it. You got to give it up. Kenny Anderson went to one. He went to one Super Bowl. He went to one Super Bowl, man.
I don't care. If Kenny Anderson would have been on that Steelers team, he would have won at least 4, if not more, Super Bowls. He was a better quarterback than Bradshaw was.
All right, final 4 for everybody. Then we're gonna go to break and come back and get into it.
We got. I'll do it. Moon, Big Ben, Lamar Jackson, Bradshaw.
B Dirt.
Moon, Ben, Jackson, and
Anderson.
Kenny Anderson.
So y'all list the same except for Bradshaw and Anderson. Go ahead, Tate.
2-time MVP Lamar Jackson, Warren Moon, record setter, bathroom terrorist, Big Ben, and I got Kosar. It's coming in number 4.
Hold on, man.
Get Kosar.
Yes, I do. Shout out to the Browns. MVP.
Big trash.
I got Big Ben 1, Warren Moon 2, Lamar Jackson 3, and I got Steve McNair 4.
8.
Bradshaw is a better color analyst than he is a quarterback. Next. He might be a better country musician than he is quarterback. Next.
That's true.
Bradshaw is the ultimate game man. No game manager better.
Is that a compliment?
You can't have.
If you're the best at anything, pay us a compliment.
See, I don't want my game manager to
That's
have
not
the
true.
same amount of interceptions as touchdowns. I want my game manager to have like a 3-to-1 ratio.
That's not true. The best criminal president does not make you. It's not a compliment.
Yeah, see my boy Wes with me with the McNair choice.
Now, if you ask me, my favorite 4 quarterbacks that ever played in this, my favorite 4 Mount Rushmore in this division, that changes. I would put McNair up there. I loved watching him play. He was tough.
Yeah, he was tough.
I liked his grit.
And he played for Tennessee when he was there and Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
He got double duty.
For grit, I might put Boomer up there too. Boomer was a baller, dog.
Boomer
was a baller.
Boomer was the best play action quarterback ever.
Play action you to death, boy.
Yeah,
To death.
Boomer's light shine bright, but not long enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It started flickering when it got dark out. It's like,
kind of like Neil O'Donnell.
I'm taking. How dare you? How dare you?
I was
bring
waiting.
Up, how
that's a
dare
trigger.
you bring
That's
up the time? Don't you ever on this show bring up Neil O'Donnell, man? Don't do it.
Look up Neil O'Donnell stats and Boomer stats.
I
remember
Neil
O'Donnell. I remember
it's
Neil
either
O'Donnell.
Neil O'Donnell or
listen. You put Neil O'Donnell, you get to talking about Neil O'Donnell around me.
One of y'all look up. Boomer probably got him. Neil O'Donnell got about 22,000 yards in him. But his touchdown ratio is good. It's almost 2-1.
Super trash. Cost us a Super Bowl garbage. Neil O'Donnell. Who in the hell was he throwing the ball to? Come on,
Boomer
man.
Esiason has 37,920 yards, 247 touchdowns with a rating of 81.1. Let's see here.
Neil O'Donnell got a higher rating.
Garbage. I don't care what you say.
Hey, everybody watching on live chat, thanks for joining us for another episode of the Homies on a Friday night. We was arguing about this quarterback stuff. We didn't even address the show or everybody in the live chat. Thanks for being with us. But we're gonna get this thing started. We're gonna take a quick break. If you're watching on YouTube, you know we're not going anywhere. If you listen on audio, we have to hear a few words from our partners and pay some bills. And we'll be right back after this. And we're back on the Homies podcast on a Freaky Friday. Get your algorithms up. Yeah, Big G got to sign up. Everybody, go ahead and hit that like. We got this still early in the show. We got about 65 people in here and only 17 likes.
What?
Yeah, man.
We go through this exercise every week, man. You know what it is, Pay? They don't respect you, bro. You need to let them know. We go through this every week, bro.
You the one out here starting fires in the street.
Pay, go ahead. I'm gonna let Pay say what he got to say. I tried to save you. Go ahead, Pay. Go ahead.
Listen, man. If you're watching on Steel Curtain Network, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you don't, guess what's going to happen? Neil O'Donnell is going to play quarterback for your team next year, and I'm going to make sure that happens.
Man, listen. If I see Neil O'Donnell run out there on the field for the Steelers, I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail because I'm going out there to tackle him. I'm going out to tackle him, bro. He ain't coming out there, bro.
Sorry,
no way.
I was gonna say, Tate, anytime you want to trigger Big G, just bring up Neil O'Donnell or John Starks. Boop. It goes off.
I got something for both of
them. He feels like he's been robbed of championships.
Big chips. Listen, before we even get off, who was he throwing the ball to, bro? Who?
Probably.
Who was he throwing it to?
Probably Andre Hastings or Yancey.
No. Tate, no. Tate, no. There was nobody over there, dog.
Okay, well, why are you asking me? I'm just telling you who the receivers were.
Big trash. Garbage. Neil O'Donnell, man. Get him out of here.
Hey,
Never come over Steelers.
Wes is asking, how do we get a homie shirt? One of the homie shirts.
You email me right here, 4homiesmerch@gmail.com, and we will get back to you and take care of that.
Yes, sir. So, fellas, what we're going to talk about on this episode, I mean, OTAs just finished the second week. Everybody looks good as far as, it's football and shorts, right?
Yep.
But
Yes, sir.
what'd you say, Big G?
I just said, yep.
The quarterbacks in the North, we're going to talk about them and rank them, talk about how much they cost. Right here is for the whole NFL, all 4 starting quarterbacks in the AFC North are on the list for highest cap hits for the 2024 season. With the highest being Pay's boy, Deshaun Watson.
I don't know that, man.
At almost 64 million. Big G, boy, Dak.
Big trash, Dak Prescott, garbage.
At 55 million. The Steelers quarterback, Russell Wilson, has a $53 million cap hit, and we paying him $1.2 million.
That ain't our bread, dog. That ain't our bread. Let Denver take care of what they got to take care of.
Ain't no bread. I said $1.2 million.
Yeah, that ain't our bread. That ain't our bread. That ain't got nothing to do with us.
You got Lamar Jackson down there right under Patrick Mahomes. And Joe Burrow is B-Dirt. Joe Burrow's new deal ain't kicked in yet, has it? Is it kicking in this year?
Next year is the big one.
How much money? How much?
50 some 54 maybe.
Big chalupas. Big chalupas.
Yeah, but the cap is going to move almost 85 million from the time he signed it to the time it kicks in.
B-Dirt, go ahead and talk about Joe Burrow, man. Tell us about Joe. I'm gonna pull up everybody, all the quarterbacks in the division stats right here. But go ahead and speak. Burrow is the first one.
So it's funny. Burrow's in a situation now where after coming back from surgery for the second time in 4 years, we're just trying to get him through an actual, mini camp and OTAs and all those things healthy. No appendectomy, no calf strain, no whatever. Right now has 0 limitations on throwing. He's rolling out of the pocket. He's throwing the ball deep. He's throwing the ball accurate. He's throwing the ball hard. So we're just, knocking on wood. It seems like his 2 injuries are unrelated, except for the fact that it's been on getting hit. So we need to keep him clean and get him through. I want him to get a full off season with his players. He's getting a lot of time with the rookies and stuff. Neither Chase nor T. Higgins obviously are at OTAs, but he works out with Chase during the entire off season, and Chase just chose to work out with his camp. So I'm liking the direction of it. I think him getting more reps with Jermaine Burton's great, and he looks good. So that's all we're trying to do. Get him healthy. We know what he can do when he's on the field.
Okay. Pay. Go ahead and talk about Deshaun Watson first. He's right there in the middle under the homies. His career stats.
And that doo-doo brown header.
The big ugly header. Elfish.
Can he bounce back this year, Pay?
Can he? Sure. I mean, for all intents and purposes, he is healthy, with quotation marks right now. He's got a full off season of runway to get into the season, so he should hit the ground running. He doesn't have any suspensions as of right now, which is, and I preface this, as of right now, because you never know with that guy. So yeah, he can bounce back. Will he? It leads to it's up to your best imagination. What I saw out of him last year, it didn't look like a guy who was having a bad time. It looked like a guy who was just not right whatsoever, and maybe on the other side of on the downside of his career. We shall see, though. I will give him a puncher's chance. If I was to put, if the chance was 100, I'd give him 65% chance of bouncing back, whatever that may look like for him.
Now the last time we saw him, he had his best game of the season against Baltimore, right after the win. I mean, if he picks up from that trajectory, I mean, so the question is, one of the questions is this the best quarterback division in football?
From a names perspective and a contract perspective, I would agree that this is the best quarterback division in the NFL. Talent wise, let me think on that for a second, because I think.
Go ahead and plug your NFC North.
No, I wouldn't say
no
that.
way. No way.
Some people believe the quarterbacks in the NFC North are the best, are trending to be the best. Maybe not right now, but
no way.
Over maybe by the end of the season. That's some thought. I wouldn't say that yet, because I think there's a couple of quarterbacks I think who are flash in the pans.
I'm talking about Jordan Love. He might be better than Caleb.
Nah, flash in the pan. Jared Goff is an average quarterback at best. And we don't know what we got in Caleb and whoever started in Minnesota. So no.
We're not talking about the NFC North. We said what division got the best quarterbacks as a collective. If it's not them, stop talking about who you think.
You asked, you said plug the NFC North. I said no. I'm still thinking about it. I'm still thinking about it because I want it's between NFC West. I'm thinking I don't know.
No way.
I would say yeah. You know what? Just because I don't think anybody's clear better. Yeah, AFC North. AFC East.
Heck
no. Heck no.
Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, and Tua.
Yeah, Josh Allen and Lamar, and Josh Allen is at the same tier as Lamar and Joe Burrow. So, and that's their zenith in the AFC East. The AFC North has two of those guys in the same tier. And then they got Tua right behind that. Tua is again another average quarterback. He's in the same class as Jared Goff. And then who else?
Drake May is for New England. He just got there.
Yeah, no. And yeah, another rookie. And then there's that guy with the conspiracy theorist quarterback. Yeah,
the Jets.
No, take them out.
The 4-time MVP.
Yeah, a decade ago.
It was 3 years ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. In football years, a long time ago.
All right, so nobody got an answer for the best division.
AFC North.
I said AFC
North, man.
I don't think anybody's clear cut better. I would say, yeah.
It ain't even no question for me. The AFC North is the best division in football, quarterback wise. It ain't even no question. And matter of fact, it ain't even close when you start talking about the backups. That even make it even worse.
Why would you talk about the backups?
They 2-tier. The AFC North basically got a 2-tier system. Everybody got 2 quarterbacks that are decent and can play. Everybody.
You can say that, but you can't even name me Baltimore's backup.
I can't name you Baltimore's backup.
It's Johnson.
Oh, he might be right.
His last name
Let
is
me look
Johnson.
that up.
Might be Josh Johnson.
Josh Johnson. It's Johnson.
The Bengals' backup quarterback is that kid from last year. What's his name?
That's B Dirt dude.
I know. I'm talking to B Dirt.
Jake the Snake.
You just said Johnson because that's a super basic name, and you got lucky.
No, I know. No. And then who is it? And it's Deshaun, and it's Watson. I mean, what's his name? Not Watson. Jamison Winston in Cleveland.
Winston.
backup.
Yeah, did you
Jameson
see
Winston's
his interview? He's still acting like he's the guy, man. He's the man wherever he goes.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we're only going to have Jake Browning, I think, for another year because he was protected under the what is it? I don't remember. He was protected, so a restricted free agent basically. So I think he'll be. Somebody should pick him up. I would if I were needing a quarterback, needing a gap quarterback. If I'm drafting somebody next year, I would absolutely pick that dude up.
Yeah. The AFC North, it's not, I mean, it ain't no question, Tate. It ain't no question.
Okay. So Pay, go ahead. So that's all you got for Deshaun Watson?
That's too much for him.
Yes. There's a joke in there somewhere, B-Dirt.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Don't try it, buddy. Don't try it, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay off the guy right now.
No Diddy.
Only because he hasn't done anything crazy as a matter lately. But yeah, that's all I got for the Browns. Make
sure you keep the sheet on there, buddy. Go ahead.
Yep.
I do think he has a puncher's chance of bouncing back. What does bouncing back look like for him? To be continued. We shall find out.
Okay. 119. 118 career touchdowns and 45 interceptions?
Yep.
That's what that says. Yep.
Yep.
Well, Lamar got a better ratio. He got 125 and 45.
Yep.
Better quarterback.
Yeah. Facts. Big facts.
I don't know. Do the math for you. It's 334 to 106. That's probably the best.
Yeah, but Lamar better quarterback.
Three to 1. Yeah, that's the only one that's up there. It's 3 to 1.
Russ is 3-1, and the other ones are about 3-1 too, a little under 3-1.
Yeah. Yep.
And Justin Fields about 1 to almost probably about 0.8.
Yep.
He's just a little bit better than Bradshaw. Yep.
See, come on, man. See, why you got to go there, dog? Come on, man. Don't do that, man.
Hold on. Go back to the camera, Tate. Go back to the camera. Give myself a yellow card. Sorry.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
That wasn't necessary.
A little rough. That was a little rough. It was a little rough.
You don't need the 2-minute penalty box for that.
Bradshaw's caught enough strays from me. That's good.
So, Pay,
a whole show full of them.
Keep it pushing.
Pay, go ahead and talk about Lamar Jackson.
Season outlook for Lamar Jackson.
Career outlook so far, like from what was the expectations, where he's at, what he's done.
Oh, he's exceeded his career expectations. He was drafted. He fell in the draft. A lot of people was calling him
the first round, right? He's like
the last pick of the first round. Ravens traded back up to get into back into the first round and draft him after he fell all the way down there. After winning the Heisman.
That was Ozzy's work.
Yeah, Ozzy's a GOAT.
Big facts. I'll say that.
So as you have Bill Polian famously and other scouts saying that he can't play a quarterback at this level, should
be a wide receiver.
Should be a wide receiver. And then all he did was turn around, steal the job from Joe Flacco, win the MVP in his first year as a starter, come back, have some injury lingering. Was doubted again.
Can I say real quick? You said he stole a job from Joe Flacco.
Did.
If it wasn't for Mono, Joe Flacco would have never had the job, and Lamar Jackson probably wouldn't have to be drafted. Because who was the quarterback, Big G?
For who?
For the Ravens. He was getting ready to start, then Joe Flacco got to start. I'm talking about Troy. If I gave you time to pump your Ohio State boys up, but you didn't want to ready.
Troy. Listen, I'll come back to Troy because I got some beef with him too.
It's the bucket. That belt around the bucket has a little tight today. But anyway, he stole the job from Joe Flacco, had some injury concerns, was starting to get doubted again, saying people saying it's a fluke. Then all you did to come back with another MVP. And for a time was the highest paid quarterback ever. His career outlook, he's a Hall of Famer today. Doesn't need to play any more games. He's going to the Hall first year on the ballot.
Lamar Jackson?
No,
yes.
No, stop it. No way.
2 playoff wins?
No freaking way, Pay. No
wins,
way. Stop
2
it.
MVPs. Yes. First ballot.
No, he's not. No,
First
no,
ballot Hall of Famer.
no,
What do you think about? Oh, yellow card. Okay.
no way. No way. First ballot
Hey,
Hall of Fame.
we give Big G a hard time all the time, Pay, but you get out there with some of them boys too, man.
I just want someone tell me how many other first ballot Hall of Famers, how many other 2-time MVPs didn't go in the Hall of Fame first ballot?
How many 2-time MVPs only won 2 playoff games?
Well, they had a full career. I'm only saying, I said he doesn't have to do anything else right now. He's got that. He's in the Hall of Fame today.
Not first ballot.
First ballot right now.
No way. Stop it. Take a lap. No.
Cordell Stewart's been further than Lamar Jackson.
Does Cordell have 2 MVPs?
He don't, but he got
why are we putting him in the same conversation? He doesn't need to be in the same conversation as a 2-time MVP.
He got 2 AFC Championship appearances.
His team helped him get there, right? So it ain't something he did. It doesn't go on his plaque that he got 2. He went to the championship game 2 times. What goes on your plaque? How many MVPs you had? How many All Pros you had? Lamar Jackson already stacked us up.
Just 4 minutes ago, you didn't pay no respect to Aaron Rodgers, though.
Whoa! I didn't say his career was bad. I didn't say he wasn't going to the Hall. I just said he's past his prime.
Hey, Pay.
He's almost 40. What's wrong with that?
You almost 40.
I don't play football.
Pay. The live chat said you smoking ganja.
I am, but so what?
Ganja, the big ganja. Stop it, Pay. No way he's first ballot. Stop it.
Yeah, Tim, right? Tim said next year you're gonna have Caleb Williams in the Hall of Fame.
Once he breaks all these rookie records, we can start talking about it.
Oh, stop it.
Okay, shout out to Lamar, Big G.
Yeah.
Who you want to talk about, Russ or Fields?
Give me Russie, man.
Go ahead, man.
Because Russ normally that's you've been rolling with Russ for a minute, even when he was in Denver.
I have been rolling with Russ for a long minute.
Yeah, long minute. So I'm gonna talk about Russ a little bit tonight, man. Russ definitely probably is the most.
His stats on the far right, if you want to see him.
Yeah, he's the most decorated guy up here, man. He's the most but he's played longer than everybody up here. And I keep trying to explain to everybody, all the people out there that say that Russ is washed, you can stop the shenanigans. Russ's stats last year was better than Lamar Jackson's stats, who won the MVP. Russ played less games than Lamar Jackson. So he's not washed at all. He had some coaching turmoil that was going on with Sean Payton. Sean Payton benched him. Hey, it is what it is. So Russ has got plenty left in the tank. But the deal is Russ based on the division, because there's 2 excellent quarterbacks in this division. I will say that Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow are excellent quarterbacks. Where does Russ stack up compared to those guys? And it's going to be a dogfight, because Russ, at this stage in his career, I think he's more leaning towards being a game manager than he is just being able to explode. But Russ puts up a lot of numbers, man. And I think that he'll do a serviceable job with the Steelers. I really do believe it. Russ is going to do by having Justin there and Russ and Justin going back and forth and pushing each other, it's going to make all the difference in the world, man. Make all the difference in the world.
So what are you expecting from Russ this year? And Wayne, if you're just projecting his numbers for the year, you in this offense, close number. He was 28-6 last year. Patrick Mahomes was 25-9 or something. Close.
Yeah. I say Russ 31-11. 31-11. 31 touchdowns, 11 INTs. 31-11.
Let me write that down.
31-11. Yeah. If he plays the whole season. But Russ might not play the whole season.
He was 26-8 last year.
Yeah. Russ might not play the whole season.
You know what Mahomes was? Mahomes was close to that. Mahomes was like 25-9.
No, I think I didn't say that because I think it's bad. He had as many touchdowns last year as you guys had the past 2 years combined with all quarterbacks.
Big facts.
So I think if you get what they got out of Russell last year, it's a major improvement for you guys, and I expect him to play as well, if not better, than he did last year.
Big facts. 31-10, 31-11. I'm with it.
Ron,
Look, Peter McNair,
I wouldn't
what
be
he said.
surprised if he actually takes care of the ball a little bit better than that. I wouldn't be surprised if he's 32 and 8. I wouldn't be surprised if it's close to 4-1.
Oh, 32-8 gonna cause problems, yo. 32-8.
Russ, since 2015, Russ has more touchdowns than any quarterback in the NFL. I mean, those playing back in and everything. I mean, I think the teammates in Seattle didn't like him because they felt he got too much credit. The Legion of Boom bunch, Richard Sherman, and some of those guys, and on offense, Marshawn Lynch, because he didn't get the ball in the Super Bowl, but that wasn't Russ' fault. That was a play call. But I feel like
hasn't there been word that he made that play call in a huddle?
No, I ain't never heard that.
No, I know the whole story. 2 plays was sent in based on the coverage of the defense. Russ saw that they was in cover 1, and the safety moved to the weak side, which means that he had the inside slot receiver open. What happened was Russ threw it late off the play action. Russ threw it late, and when he threw it late, that's how dude picked it off. That's actually documented. He had 2 plays. It was a run.
That dude career, didn't he? Malcolm somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for the Patriots. Yep.
Yeah, Malcolm was his last name, right?
No, his first name.
Malcolm was his last name.
No, Malcolm was his first name. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. It's been so long.
I keep wanting to say Malcolm Brogdon. That's not it. Definitely not it.
That's
Gladwell.
So
Malcolm Butler.
There you go. Yeah, I think you guys are going to run the ball a lot. You guys have really put a lot in the offensive line and got some big bodies. So I think there's going to be kind of an emphasis on protecting the ball. So I think he'll cut it down. I want to say he'll check down the ball as much as he needs to and then throw some deep shots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm projecting, like I said, 31-10, 31-11. Yes.
Russ is going to start and going to play as long as he plays this year because of his experience and his moxie. You can see in camp already, Justin Fields had an incredible day yesterday. And I'm going to talk about Justin Fields. Mm-hmm. He threw like 3 or 4 touchdowns yesterday. 1 to your boy Darnell Washington.
Did you see it?
I didn't see it.
Oh my God! Keep talking. I'll talk about it in a minute. Oh my God!
Yeah. So no, with Justin Fields though, I think he's in the perfect place, man. I mean, he's in Pittsburgh, and we know Big G. We talked about wanting him all year.
Yeah.
We knew Carolina was gonna get Chicago the #1 pick. And they couldn't pass up another quarterback again. So come on, send Justin over here. I mean, it felt so good when Pay was on Jeff Hartman's Let's Ride, and Jeff asked him about how he felt when Justin Fields went to the traded to the Steelers. And Pay said, "Yeah, I don't want to have to hear Tate Big G mouth about it because they've been saying it all year." we just use mind games on Ryan Poles, man. But hey. As far as Justin Fields goes, man, he hasn't had a great career. Obviously, he's played 3 years. He's played for a bad team. I'm not taking shots, Pay. You guys are a bad team.
That's big facts. They bad. They trash.
Not anymore, though. They're not bad anymore. But Justin Fields is a talent, man. That's what everybody talks about is his athleticism, the strength of his arm. They even say in this new offense, he's starting to. Some people have said, had he played this offense before? Like, he's looking that good in it right now. He's running it and making the reads, and hey,
he just catches all quick because he's been in a new offense every year.
That's big facts too. That's some big facts with that. B-Dirt, I agree.
Yeah, he's probably right, B-Dirt. But he's the he's the talent of the future. I really think Russ is and should play as long as he's playing well and not making, any mistakes or anything like that, which I don't expect him to. I expect Russ to have a bounce back. Russ is in Pittsburgh to play for his next contract. He's auditioning all year. He take a team to the playoffs, win a wild card game. He getting a bag next year for somebody. They just gave it to Kirk Cousins.
So let me ask you a transaction question here, Tate.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the play is then? If you think the future is Justin Fields, do you offer him a contract early, try to get him in there, or do you wait for the whole season to play out and then let him go free agent and just do your best with it?
I think you wait for the whole season to play out. I mean, they could try off him a contract, but if I'm Justin, I'm not taking it because I don't stand to gain anything. If I don't play, you gonna come with that same contract next offseason. But by him not playing, it's gonna depress the market though, too. Because so if he don't play and you getting all the looks at him in practice, know how you run your offense, it works out as a good situation for Pittsburgh. They can probably pay him Baker Mayfield money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Which is like 33 million.
Mm-hmm.
For 3 years. And then as he matures, he still got another big payday in him after that, if he was to do that. So no, I don't pay him right away. I mean, if they can, that's great, but I don't think they will or Justin should. You know what I mean? He should just sit out, and who knows, maybe Russ gets hurt and they bench him and then he plays and he blows up.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe he don't. And if he don't, he ain't no worse off than he was before.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, just his talent, what he brings to the offense and the potential, the RPO sets in Arthur Smith's offense.
I mean, he looks like an absolute monster next to Russell Wilson too.
Yeah, he does. That's what I'm saying.
He's 6'3.5", 6'4", 228 pounds.
Chiseled.
Yes,
he is chiseled.
That's a big old dude, bro.
He's been working.
No pity.
Yeah, no doubt. But I don't care how you say it. Justin is. I keep saying he's the best athlete on the Steelers, and up until recently, he was the fastest dude over there. Not no more, because they done got some speed at the WR. But yeah, he was the fastest dude on the Steelers team for a minute.
He can't beat Patrick Queen in a race.
He'll smoke Patrick Queen in a race. He'll dust Patrick Queen off so fast. Get up out of here, Tate. There ain't but about 4 dudes on the Steelers team that can beat him right now.
I was just pushing your buttons, Big G. That's all.
Yeah, smoke.
Quez Watkins, Calvin Austin, and maybe Dante Jackson.
No, and baby boy Roman Wilson, he fast too, boy.
Oh yeah,
he's 4.38, 4.37, 4.37.
Dante Jackson was like 4.32 though. He faster than Roman Wilson.
Well, Roman Wilson ran a 4.38. Was disappointed with it at the combine.
Yeah,
right.
Or he like a 4.34, 4.3. Yeah, he fast, boy.
So okay, let's take a quick break, and we're not going to agree on none of this probably, but we're going to come back and rank the quarterbacks in the division. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, stay with us. We're not going anywhere. What's up to the homie Ronald Blake, Phoenix 55, Kenneth McNair, the Black and Gold Standard Podcast. What up, man? I heard Zachary Smith talking about you today. Something about a tattoo on All Steeler Talk, man, or Afternoon Drive. I get these podcasts and stuff.
Hey, we got a new dude, pork chop too, man. I ain't never seen a pork chop in there, dog.
Darius Rush 435. Okay.
Yeah, pork chop. That's a new dude. I ain't never seen a pork chop.
Kim said he's not faster than Calvin Austin.
Yeah, Calvin Austin, the fastest dude on the team. He the fourth leg on a 4x1.
4x1.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're gonna take a quick break here. A few words from my partners who listen on audio. We'll be right back after this. And we're back on the homies on a Freaky Friday with the homies. Big G, Pay, B Dirt. What's up, fellas? So let's talk. Let's try and rank the quarterbacks in the division. Okay, so I think we would all agree, and tell me if I'm wrong, number one is going to be between Jackson and Burrow.
Facts.
It's about how do you see.
Are we predicting like how it's going to list this upcoming season? Which I think sounds, since Russell wasn't here, Wilson wasn't here last year. I think it's probably the best way, right?
Or just how you view them. How you view them. It don't have to be about projections or anything. Just how you view them.
I thought we was doing more so career as we've
been talking about. Yeah. I mean, well, if it's career, he's got career numbers. It's obviously Russ, but that wouldn't be right. That's why I say how you view him right now.
How I view him right now.
Right.
So you want me to go first?
Go ahead.
Joe Burrow, number one.
Okay.
Joe Burrow is the best quarterback in the AFC North. There ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. Lamar's good. He's very talented. But Joe Burrow, listen, Joe Burrow done been to the promised land. He didn't get it, but he went there. He took them boys there.
And he was right back. If it wasn't for that dumb roughing the passer penalty, he'd have went too straight.
There was a Texas guy. If Mod's listening, I just want to
big trash Texas garbage.
And they probably would have beat Philly.
Yep. And Joe Burrow. And they might have. I'm telling you.
JJ52 said Lamar is RB1.
Oh, that's disrespect. That's disrespect. But Joe Burrow, that thing, bro. And this the scary thing. For the first time in a long time, Joe Burrow got protection. That's scary. Joe Burrow got 3 tackles, not 2. He got 3. I
read something recently. He's over the course of his career, he's been the most hurried quarterback in the league. Yeah. Not sacks, but hurried.
Yeah. Joe Burrow got protection, bro.
Let me ask you this: Joe Burrow, number one, is anything to do with he got some of that Old State juice rubbed off on him? Is that why it's so good?
Nope, because he did his thing. He's a Buckeye, but he won a national championship at LSU.
Right.
So I got to give the respect to them Tigers.
Okay.
He got his. But Joe Burrow, that dude, dog. Joe Burrow, that dude.
Yo, 2.
Who? Joe Burrow, then Lamar Jackson. 1, 2.
1, 2. Go 3, 4.
Russ 3. Justin Fields 4.
Wow.
Player.
Wow, you put Deshaun Watson at 5 out the guy you've been talking about?
Deshaun Watson is big trash.
Oh, the smirk beseeched. That smirk beseeched in all that Ohio State gear is just fantastic. No bias there at all.
Kudos.
Yeah.
That's great. Look at that. Yeah. Button hooked.
Yes.
All right. Wow. Okay, B Dirt, you go ahead and rank it how you see him.
It's very close. I'm going to take Burrow 1, Jackson 2.
You got any thoughts on the comment Jackson's RB1?
Not with the recent weight loss. I would put Justin Fields as RB1 since he's a little thicker. No doubt. And then I put Wilson at 3.
You give that comment no credence though. That Lamar Jackson's a running back.
No.
Okay. All right, keep going.
I mean, he's definitely a threat with his legs.
Right.
But I think so. I think over the past 2 years, he's got better at throwing the ball outside the numbers. 2 years ago, it was only seam balls, and that was it. And you've seen more and more getting outside the numbers. I think he's steadily progressing.
What you just said?
He was only seeing balls. I'm asking B Dirt what he said.
Oh, he was only throwing balls in the seam.
Throwing
seam balls.
Oh, seam.
Hey,
get your mind out the gutter.
Tight end, Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
He was hitting his tight ends with his seam balls.
No doubt, no Diddy player. Hit it, Pay. Come on, man. Hit the button.
You guys are off the rails by a lot.
So, Burrow, Jackson, Wilson, Watson.
Burrow, Jackson, Wilson, Watson.
Browning.
Fields. Wow.
That's
there we go.
big
There we
trash.
go, Big G.
Your backup is better than our future starter, huh?
He had a better season last year.
He got a better season than Mason Rudolph. We got rid of that guy.
Mhm.
Pay, go ahead, man.
Ugh. You know, I guess I'll be the one that
Follow that up.
I'll do the thing. I'll do the thing.
Go ahead.
I got
Lamar.
Lamar number one. I got Lamar number one. Forget it. I'll do the thing. I mean, y'all, yeah, I left it there. I'll do it. I got Lamar number one. I have Joe Burrow number 1.2. At 3 coming in, I got Russie. At 3.1, I have Jay Fields.
So
That's what I'm talking about. Pay, that's what I'm talking about. Big respect.
wow,
Big respect.
y'all just defecating on Deshaun Watson, man.
I mean,
He's trash.
it's a Brown, so I mean,
He's
defecation.
dumpster fire. He garbage.
Wait, so Lamar Jackson
No,
won. Burrow.
I will expound on my tier list a little bit.
Please do.
It is not for dragging Mr. Juergens or the Browns in any way. It is not because of any bias. I have a reason why I could put Lamar as a hair above Joe Burrow. I am of the belief that Joe Burrow has reached his ceiling. I do think there is something to still be unlocked from Lamar. We shall see if I'm right or wrong. As far as the Steelers,
Let me ask you a question. When you reach your ceiling, you say reach your ceiling, but that's like a physical ceiling. He's not going to get any better physically, but the way he sees the game and the way he throws the ball, that can grow from where it's at now. That would be pretty great, wouldn't it?
If this is his ceiling as a top 3 quarterback in the league, that is a great ceiling. He is he's arguably the best quarterback in the league. I mean, any given Sunday, he can be the best.
He can. He's beat Pat Mahomes more than he's lost to him.
Right. I don't think when I say ceiling is strictly athletic wise. I think this is the best that he's going to be as of right now, which is no shot. I still think there is something to unlock from Lamar. As my co-host B Dirt said, he had his best not statistical, but as far as like passing numbers. And when I say passing numbers, I mean like completion percentage. He had a career best last year. And he's 4 years removed from leading the league in touchdown passes. I still think there's some things to be unlocked.
Had his highest average reception last year with him.
That's correct.
There's
Yeah,
we say with that too.
It's a little bit how they were using him as not necessarily as a wide receiver one, but more so as a stretch the field guy. But off the topic. Now to explain the Pittsburgh situation a little bit, I do think what's going to happen when it's all shit said and done, we get to week 17 and we got to figure out who's playing who in the playoffs. I think the snaps are going to be 60 closer to 60-40 in Pittsburgh. I think you'll see Justin Fields out there a lot. I think you'll see Russie out there a lot. And that's why I'm putting them two together. I think for the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're going to have that 10-11 win season. Both of them going to be very have their hands on that. So that leaves the next guy down, Deshaun Watson. I don't think the Browns are going to do a whole lot. 8 wins, maybe 9. And Deshaun Watson, he may have had his best game in 3 seasons in his last game, but that was still 8 months ago.
Yeah,
give or take 8 months ago. There's no feasible argument. There's no great argument to tell me that he picks up right there, given the fact that he was 6 games prior to that was terrible. So
he could bounce back. I agree with you, but you got to prove it to me.
Yeah, you got to prove it to me. I mean, I'm taking everything that I've seen out of him out of the last 3 years has not been an all-pro, not even a Pro Bowl quarterback. So yeah. I am comfortable putting him at number 5 out of those notable quarterbacks in the division.
And they're trying to give him every chance to bounce back with the weapons they're surrounding him with.
That's right.
Tate, before you bring this home, I want to address Ronald Blake made a comment at 8:49 saying, put B Dirt in the Matrix. after
For
I
what?
made the comment putting Jake Browning in front of your boy over there in the Steelers,
He put him
Justin Fields. So I'm just going to give you the stats last year for Jake Browning after he came in past this midway point to go try and salvage our season. He completed 70.4% of his passes for 1,936 yards on 12 touchdowns and 7 interceptions with a quarterback rating of 98.4. So go find you a 6 or 7 game span where Justin Fields did that, and then you can put me in a matrix, Mr. Blake.
in.
I do want to say this last point on Mr. Deshaun Watson. B-Dirt, you said they're trying to give him all the rope he can, all the rope they can for him to succeed. And let me tell you something, it's now or never for him. You just saw what happened in Denver. Denver's eating what, $50-some-odd million just to get rid of a guy they didn't want?
Quick.
Yeah.
Eating it
Hey,
quick.
hey,
I think
sell
over,
it.
I think over 2 years, it's an $85 million cap hit. It's only they have to pay a salary this year.
All in the NFL it's a monkey see, monkey do league. All it takes is one team to show you that, hey, we'll survive. You can too. Hey, Cleveland gonna get themselves out of this if Deshaun don't show up this year.
Jameson Winston is there to take Deshaun's job. He's
Okay.
there to take his job, bruh.
He's
playing
there,
like it.
He's there to be the bridge this season if Deshaun can't figure something out this year.
Bro,
yes,
he playing like it. He playing like it's his squad, bro.
huh?
That's true.
Jameson Winston is playing like the Cleveland Browns is his squad.
Lifelong fan. Lamar do need to win. I mean, you just said Deshaun Watson got to prove it. The B-Dirt said so. Sometimes proving is part of it.
Wait,
So
you saying Jameis Winston is performing in the OTAs like it's his squad?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Well, look,
So Ronald Blake,
Blake.
I'm in a Twitter war over here. Ronald Blake said, B-Dirt, look up Fields' last 7 games of the season. StatMuse breaks down recent games as 5. So I'm going to give you his stats for his last 5. 975 yards passing, 56.8 completion percentage, 4 touchdowns and 3 picks.
what about rushing and rushing touchdowns? That counts.
A whole lot. A whole lot, man.
He's got 3 fumbles.
Probably at least 6 rushing touchdowns, though.
No, he's got 3.
Three of them fumbles was against Minnesota. I watched that game.
He's got 3 rushing touchdowns and 3
that wasn't his last 5 games, though.
He got
that was at Green Bay.
No.
It was at Green Bay on 1-7. 12-31 versus the Falcons, 12-24 against the Cardinals, 12-17 at Cleveland, and 12-10 at Detroit, or versus Detroit. That is his last 5.
No, he was saying the Minnesota. Minnesota won in the last 5.
Oh, yeah.
Bears went 4-1 in those games, or 4-2 because the Cleveland game they lost.
Listen, do I think Justin Fields has more talent and a higher ceiling than Jake Browning? Yes.
Facts.
Was he better quarterback last season? I say no.
Hey, take this sign is for Afton, yo. She's correct.
Yeah,
Big facts.
Sounds great. But shout out Afton, address her comments. She's definitely right. She knows all of us very well because she's around for everything we do and supports us. Thanks a lot, Afton.
Been on the show.
Been on the show before, yeah.
Honorary homie.
Mm-hmm.
And Big G is always butchering people's names. That's true. But let me give y'all
She's a homette.
Let me give my rundown.
Oh, yep.
I got Joe Burrow number 1, Lamar Jackson number 2, Russell Wilson number 3. Just because of his last year and what he's done and how I see him versus Deshaun was hot for like his rookie year in his first 3 years, and we ain't never found him since he was laying on the masseuse table. I mean, he ain't been back.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna go Deshaun Watson 4 and Justin Fields 5, only because I allude to what B. Dirt said about the talent. of Justin Fields, but he has to get on the field and show it in a competent offense and with a good organization. I mean, the Bears would be a great organization. Hopefully they're back. We'll get into that on the on OT next. I got something for Pay and Big G both. But as far as that goes, everybody, we're about to get out of here right at the hour mark, right on time. We usually are a bit long-winded amongst all of us.
G.
No. No.
I'm also guilty.
Player.
But we're going to go ahead and get out of here and jump right on over to OT. And we'll see you there. I mean, thanks for watching. Check out all the the Steel Curtain Network shows, the Fan First Sports Network shows. Get your Steeler content. When you're reading from the Steel Curtain Network website.
Can you run the ticker tape? Can you run the ticker tape thing with the music?
I was going to do it at the end of the next show.
Well, you can do it now. That way they know.
We're about to head to OT. On tonight's OT, some of the things we'll be talking about. Go ahead, Big G. What you talking about?
Man, I'm driving the car tonight in OT, so you know it's going to be a little crazy. So we're going to talk about this NBA Finals matchup for sure on the Overtime Podcast. We're going to talk about the implementation of the Negro League stats in the Major League Baseball and get to talking about who is the GOAT now that apples are being compared to apples. We're going to talk a little bit about the Major League standings this year. And if we got time, we're going to do some early predictions, a little talk about that college football, man. So make sure you swing on over to Overtime here. You can find us on Fans First Sports Network. And like Tate said, we should be over there in a few minutes.
Pay, take us out.
Lock up Donnie J.